Welcome back to the channel. We Cars 24/7 is what we do, and today is a very special day that I've been waiting for a very long time. About 2 years since we got the 2JZ FRS done. We've got the trailer out and ready. Now, I wanted to drag race this car since we've got it done, but there was some driveline stuff that just wasn't going to survive drag racing. I knew that. They were prototype parts, and a lot of people have really helped me out with this car, but they're good now, and today's the day. So we're going up to Brainerd. We are going up to an event called Proving Grounds. I've covered this event once on the channel before, like last year or something, but it's time. It's time to stop taking this car places street car wise and having everybody ask, what does it run? What does it run? Not going to get those questions anymore and not have the answer. So today we're going to go find out, what does it run? Now this event that we're going to today is a 3-day event. It's Friday today. Most of Friday they have roll racing on the drag strip. I don't know why you shut down a world-class drag strip for freeway racing, but that's what they do. And then later today, between 3 and 6, is a test and tune on the drag strip. I would have liked to have had a test day somewhere else, away from the crowds, so we could get things dialed in just to see if this thing's gonna go. But I didn't get that, so we're doing what we're doing, and I'm trying to hit the 3 to 6 test and tune today. I don't think there'll be a ton of people there at that point, and then if things go good, we'll stay until tomorrow, Saturday, which is all day test and tune, crack off some numbers, and hopefully do good. But I'm trying to sneak into this 3 to 6 on Friday, so that if things don't go well, chuck rods all over the track or something, not a lot of people see that, I can pack things up and go home. We don't know what the car is going to do, if it's going to perform well, if it's going to show well. So, I mean, I've got a lot of people that have helped me with this car. Full Blown Motorsports built this car. This was when the FRSs came out, they were going to be a big deal, and Full Blown bought this car to do development for turbo kits on the original Subaru engine and things like that. So that was the first time I drove the car for them. We were proving those parts. If you look up on YouTube, FBM space FRS, Full Blown Motorsports FRS, you'll see the video of the couple runs that we got on the car with the Subaru engine in it, and it did pretty good. I mean, it went 1034 at like 140 or something like that, and but they've helped me build the car into what it is today. They basically have built it, and those guys are like my brothers. They'll do anything to see me succeed. So I definitely don't want to go out there in a car with their name on it and go and not show well. I want it to go. I want it to be a big deal. Other people that have helped, like Billy and Jesse at G-Force Engineering, you know, the prototype axles that they did for this car, they're beefy. They said, you aren't going to break those. You are not going to break them. So I'm good with that. Those guys helped a lot. Thanks. Blackfire Creative, you know, they did all the stickers on the car. QA1, they helped me out with the drive shaft. I've got the QA1 double adjustables on the back of this car. So a lot of people have helped and contributed to parts for this car and time and work to see what I'm doing with it. And so obviously you want to go out and perform. You want people to say, holy shit, that thing moves. But I guess until you get it down the track, you really don't know what it's going to be. So no fingers crossed, no luck. We're not counting on any luck. We're either good or we're not good. We'll get the data. If things don't go good, we'll get data on the fuel tech and take that back, look at it, and see what we need to do next to make it move. But it's Friday, sun is out, America, we're going racing. All right, we've made it. They're just finishing up that roll racing stuff. Got the car with, we're putting the slicks on it. These are going to be 28 by 9. Mickey Thompson's, brand new. Been waiting to use those. Got my oldest son in tow, changing the tires. Dirty hands, clean money. Let me see your hands.
They're not dirty.
Yeah. Good job, son. So we should be getting going here shortly. All right, so they've opened the lanes to drag racing and we're getting ready to go. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna make sure that the burnout settings are good. I'm gonna try it in second gear, so that should work. And then see how it leaves, go to the 8th, and then check the logs. Just make sure everything's good before we try to go full out. So, let's go.
Yo, it's the half around now. We gotta do one more.
Well, holy hell. I let the clutch out and it didn't break anything. It felt pretty good. I missed second. It was just locked out, but I'm just glad it did a burnout, left like it was supposed to. We cut a 144 60 foot, and then I realized we never lowered the air pressure tire. We set them at 12 earlier, and I said, oh, I'll change them down to 10 right before we go. So we're changing it to 10. We're gonna go again, and I didn't break anything! Yay! Probably not my best idea, but it went with it. I just realized we're still on the wastegate spring. That's not even the 760 tune. But went $9.99. The thing was all over the place, and for whatever reason I stayed in, which I probably shouldn't have. And then since I just pulled past it, I decided, let's see what the parachute feels like. And then it kind of got even more squirrely when I pulled that. So I'm gonna try to learn from that one and try to keep it straighter. not a bad first day. I was intending on breaking something and just loading it up and going home. It's still Friday. They're about to do night drifting, which is a big hit out here. And we're back with our friend Sandra, who drives this black FRS. It is a LS3 or something to that effect. She's been on the channel before. And then she comes out of the camper. Hi, Sandra.
I brought my baby. Hi.
She has a duck.
He's not liking life right now.
She has a duck.
Yeah.
And she can like let it down on the ground and it just follows her around. Dude, check it. You got a pet duck? This is outrageous. You got a pet duck. You got a LS2 or LS3 or LS46 or something like that, FRS?
Yeah,
LS1.
Yep.
I forgot that one. And a duck. This is just the beginning of the weekend. It's just Friday. So tomorrow we have a whole day of just basically testing. What are you running?
I'm gonna do HPVE. Tomorrow it's like road course, and then
That's some kind of event where you turn, right?
yeah, it's the whole course. It's not just like
You turn? Like you can go slow enough to turn?
Yeah.
Here I am, drag racer, talking shit. But it's a good time. They're about to do night drifting. I'll get you some footage on that. And something I've not seen before ever. A pet duck. Pet duck.
That's photo.
That's cute.
A pet duck that eats
Yeah,
fruit.
save that shit. Send it to me.
This is probably the most interesting thing on my channel ever. Well, it is Saturday morning. The night drifting was pretty cool last night. It is raining a little bit, so I still got the car locked in the trailer. It'll clear up and then we'll see about getting some runs in, whether it's in a couple hours or this afternoon. But plans today are to turn the power up to what it was supposed to be, and then just kind of work on the 60 foot. If it gets squirrely like it was yesterday, walking around left to right using that whole lane, probably will make a better decision and not stay in it. But we're gonna try to get some good data on the 60 foot and improve that, because that's everything really. So keep you updated and we'll see how the day rolls out. While it's still raining ass at the track, I thought I'd show you a couple of things on the car that are actually working really good for me and gives me a little bit of control over how things go. Is the QA1 double adjustable shocks in the back. It's got two adjustment knobs. You can kind of see there. One of them is for the downward motion, and then the other one is for the extension or the upward motion. And so I can control how the attitude of the car leaves the line just by messing with these adjustment knobs. Right now I'm running 15 on the compression and I think 13 on the rebound. The theory on the rear shocks is that I want the car to transfer the weight to the back tires, but as you transfer weight in the back end squats, you're allowing that rear tire to go up into the fender, which is away from the track that we're trying to apply it to. So while I'm trying to put in a little bit of squat, but it gets to a point where I need to stiffen up so that it smashes that tire down into the track. I think I got the shock setting or shock length just right, because my travel indicator, which is an O-ring on the shaft, it's been going all the way up to the top, which tells me that shock has bottomed out. So it's squatting down, it bottoms out. When it bottoms out, it applies that tire real hard. Now, a lot of times when a shock bottoms out or tops out during drag racing, it'll upset the car and everything, but so far what I've done is working pretty good. So I'm just working with that. Got a couple more settings of stiffness if I need to stiffen it and make it squat less or slower. So just a lot of control in the back suspension. I really didn't have any shit runs. Like, it just right off what I set it up as, looks pretty good. So we're close there. The other thing that I'm playing with is the fuel tech, and by no means am I a tuner of any sorts, but my brothers over at Full Blown Motorsports have set me up pretty good. This is my normal street screen where I can see all the parameters of different things, but at the drag strip I don't really need all of that information. So they've set me up with this drag racing screen where it just gives me, just the basics of what I need. Here's a burnout button, so that has a burnout. It limits the RPM so that you're not just laying on the top. 8200 is where we have the main limiter on this car, so I can do my burnout. It'll limit the RPM slightly so I'm not beating up the engine, and then I can turn that off. And then there's some drag racing settings here. I don't know if the camera's picking this up really well, but I can adjust the two-step rev limiter. Now that it'll do a lot more than that. So my two-step rev limiter, you can see the ignition cut and the retard. My target RPM for leaving right now is 6,500. So based on whether the tire's spinning or it's bogging the engine down, which it is slightly bogging the engine down, I'm gonna kick that up to probably, I'm gonna go to my 762 horsepower tune. So I'm not gonna make both of those changes, because increasing the horsepower 150 horsepower or so from where I was yesterday and up in the launch RPM, I'd probably spin right off the line. But I know this thing is super functional and it will do way more than I even understand, but guys over at Full Blown have set this all up for me so where it can be really idiot proof, and I like it. It's starting to look a little bit better, but still far from dry. Sounds like the drifters over there don't mind the rain. Save more tires that way. While we're waiting on the rain, we found the wheelie bar, which has biscuits and gravy. Oh, fuck yeah. Triple Track Showdown is a class where you run the drag strip, autocross, and the road course. So it's a tight schedule. So they're lining up for the drag strip when it becomes available. One event they don't give a shit if it's wet out is drifting. guess watching drifting is kind of cool, but I'm just the guy that says what everybody's thinking. Yeah, I'm trying to see him crash too. You all were thinking it, and I just said it. Yes, we want to see them crash. Nobody get hurt or anything like that, but yeah, we want to see him hit the wall. You know, I seek cool things, and I have found it. Not only have I found this Pinto, but I have found this bus with people up there. And apparently, a car, hopefully that Pinto right there, goes in the back of this thing. That is so crispy. Sorry, I'm filming your bus. Hell yeah. That's living right there. Damn. The sun has returned, and I took a quick walk over to the other side of the track. This is mostly some more camping where, so they have the road course, the big Brainerd road course going on at the same time this weekend. And they got a lake. Isn't that tranquil? I have spotted me a Honda Civic. This is, yes, it is a Honda Civic. A very awesome one at that. Why haven't I thought of this? Well, the sun's come out and it's actually pretty hot, so it shouldn't take long for this track to be dry. Awesome facility here at Brainerd International Raceway in Baxter, Minnesota. They do have a scale down over there, so I figured it'd be a good time while we have time to go weigh the car. While I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and change this map to go to, which one is files? I think, yep, that one. So here's the maps that I have. You can see it's sitting on the wastegate tune. And I've got a 762, 811, and then my tuner is funny. It's not the tuner's fault. We're gonna kick the 762 on. Hit that. Done. Plus 150 to 200 horsepower, or whatever the difference is. That's with me in it. That's 3,060. And without me, I'm not on the scale. 2890. Okay, on that one, I made some shock adjustments, stiffened the compression, went to the 762, and then ran, I missed second, and then got it in and decided, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. 1025 at 142, the 60 foot improved to a 139, so that's good. I just gotta get it in second gear, and then I think, yeah.
958 at 146 miles an hour. And the car is a rocket ship. It went straight as an arrow. Just been trying to find a tree next to some porta potties to just chill out and marinate. Here's a time slip right here. And I think I got a little bit more on the launch. I think you can see that. 60 foot went down to 138, I believe. Yeah, 138. So, man, that car is moving. It's doing what it's supposed to do. And there's, looking at the data logs, it's drawn the engine down a little bit just as I leave. So I'm gonna crank the leave RPM up about 500 RPM and see if I can carry it out to a quicker than 138 60 foot. But for the third run, one of those I missed a shift and ran a 1025. Oh yeah, and I'm by myself out here. I've got friends in the area here, but you know, it's not always before I do a run I can find somebody to record it. So I guess I'm a bad YouTuber, but I'm having a great day at the drag strip. I missed second gear again, so I just came back around, and hopefully I don't have to sit too much longer with it being this hot. Get another crack at it. Well, in that run, it was it felt good, but it was 144 on the 60 foot. Time slowed down 964 at 144. So it's hot out right now. The reason I'm parked back here is I saw a little bit of smoke after I pulled off, and I wanted to hang out with my buddies over here at the fire truck just in case. But it looks like we've got some oil pushing past this catch can. That's gotten onto the downpipe. When I first pulled up, that downpipe was smoking like a chimney. And I was maybe concerned about a flash point and burning the car to the ground. I do keep a quick extinguisher, quick disconnect right there. But always good to just simply pull off next to the fireman's. So I don't know what that's going to mean for us.
C&L Distributing, one of our sponsors here. This 2022 season, I want
C8
to thank
Corvette
C&L
versus a Viper.
Distributing for their support of motorsports here in the Lakes area. 54 years. CIR has been here in 1968. The track was built. It was Donnybrook Speedway, or Donnybrook Raceway, and then in 1971, it was purchased by an FCCA racer
Viper's moving all right.
54 years later.
1155 for the Viper, 128, 1236, and 115 for the C8. All right, well, I let it cool down back at the fireman's place and got it in. It's not wanting to stay running without throttle input, and that combined with the catch can full of oil all of a sudden when I've never ever seen a drop of oil could mean something internally in the engine is needing some attention. Now, I didn't bring a whole lot of tools with me. I knew I was going to pretty much be by myself other than my son being able to be here yesterday. So I won't be pulling the plugs or anything like that. Well, I might be interested and still pull the plugs, but I think we're going to call that a weekend. Ran 958 at 146. Got to pull the parachute. So all in all, good weekend. It still runs. Just not going to push it with a couple little hints of maybe a problem. So we'll see you on the next one. We appreciate you watching. If you liked the video, hit thumbs up, and we'll see you next time, because We Cars 24/7.